What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Like always, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below for those of you that have stuck around over the change. Today we have Fear Nothing by my favorite author of all time, Dean Koontz. This is the second time I read this book in my life, and it was just as amazing as the first time I read it. And I actually didn't even put it together that Seize the Night was a sequel. I read that later on in life. I don't know. I'm going to read it again soon. So there is a sequel to this one in a roundabout way. But this book, so good. So we have Christopher Snow is different from all other residents of Moonlight Bay. Different from anyone you've ever met. For Christopher Snow has made his peace with a very rare genetic disorder that leaves him dangerously vulnerable to light. His life is filled with fascinating rituals of one who must embrace the dark. He knows the night as no one else can. Its mystery, its beauty, its terrors, and eerie silken rhythms that seduce one into believing anything, even freedom, is possible. Until the night, Christopher Snow witnesses a series of disturbing incidents that sweep him into a violent mystery only he can solve. A mystery that will force him to rise above all fears and confront the many-layered secrets of Moonlight Bay and its strange inhabitants. So, pretty freaking awesome the way the story twists. I will say this book would be a perfect 10 out of 10 for me, but the ending, as good as it is, kind of falls flat to me. That's just my opinion. So, I mean, honestly, everyone's going to have different opinions on that, but it falls a little flat to me. Now, what you see in the book, I'm not going to spoil too much of it, but Christopher Snow's character is great in this book, and his, I want to say his girlfriend and his buddy, great characters. The villains are great, although the main villains, I don't want to tell you too much. You got to read it. It's great. But Christopher Snow was born with a rare disorder. He's super hypersensitive to light, even like just lights in the hospital and stuff. So he only gets to explore at night. Moonlight Bay is a small town. Everybody knows him. They're aware that he goes around at night. His father dies early on in the book. His mother had already died. And Chris starts to uncover evidence of a secret government experiments involving genetic manipulation and animal-human hybrids. So that's when it really gets crazy. And then, as the mutated creatures escape and chaos spreads, Chris must rely on his intelligence and his courage and his friends to survive and expose the hidden truths of Moonlight Bay, which is crazy. As the book comes together, and you get to learn about the creatures that are basically wreaking havoc on the town, and you start to learn about who created and started the experiments. It's basically a secret government facility outside of Moonlight Bay. The book really comes together good. I mean, the book starts off with a bang. Dean Koontz is a master of his craft, so he typically 9 times out of 10 his book starts off boom right away. It's gonna go crazy, but the climax towards the middle and as you're going down to the end of the book is really good. You don't know what's gonna happen, and Chris and his dog, you love them. Dean Koontz is real good about giving you a friendly, lovable dog in most of his books. Fear Nothing, I can't say more about it. It was just an excellent read. I read it in like a day. I couldn't put it down. It was good. I mean, Dean Koontz does that to me almost all the time. Right now in our little book club we are finishing up Darkfall by Dean Koontz. So he'll probably be a reoccurring author in our little book club that we have with my aunt and her son to encourage him to read more. But Fear Nothing, I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and I would probably read it again later on in life. And if you haven't read it yet, read it, and then I will do a review eventually when I read Seize the Night. I have a huge to be read that's coming before that one, so I'm not in a huge rush. I don't need to read the sequel right away. But the Christopher Snow's a great character, and I'm interested to see what he's up to in the sequel. But that's the video today. Fear Nothing by Dean Koontz. Check it out. Dean Koontz is so good. Trying to keep these reviews short and sweet on most of the videos. So hope y'all like the content. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. The last few videos I've released going over books, people aren't into it. I understand. The channel started off as a card opening channel, but now we've evolved. We've grown as people. So, hang with us. Come check us out. If you're new, thank you so much for being here. And like always, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below.